Welcome to the Tri-Sector Innovation Canvas, a free innovation tool from NewImpact. The name can be a mouthful, so we'll use the shorter name TSI Canvas in this video. NewImpact is a nonprofit dedicated to changing the way the world finds opportunities and solves problems through tri-sector innovation. We created the TSI Canvas as an ideation tool with prompts to help entrepreneurs and innovators from all sectors solve problems, find opportunities, and develop strategy using the tri-sector innovation approach. The Canvas is designed to be flexible and versatile. You can use it for rapid riffing on ideas, delving deeper into a concept, and as a complement to Lean Canvas, Business Model Canvas, and other strategy or innovation tools. In this video, we'll show you one way to use the TSI Canvas with Coinstar as our example. First, a quick orientation. The canvas has three large sections or frames, and each frame has a particular focus: problem, concept, and tri-sector. Within each frame, there are blocks with prompts to spark ideation and expand possibilities and perspectives. You'll notice that to the left of each block is a colored circle with a unique letter and number combination. We use these IDs as a handy way to reference specific blocks in the canvas. The TSI Canvas is a flexible design with no fixed pathway. You can start with the questions for which you already have answers, and build from there, working through blocks and frames, generating ideas, capturing findings, and identifying areas for research. You'll then iterate, working across frames and blocks to find patterns and connect dots, further generate, and then home in on solutions that seem promising. In this video, we walk through how it could have been used in the founding of Coinstar if only the canvas had existed in the early 1990s. Coinstar is a fun example for us because NewImpact was founded by Coinstar founder Jens Molbach. For our video, we are working from the point where a need has been identified and researched, but there's been no work on an innovative solution. Again, this is only one pathway through the TSI Canvas. At the end of this video, we'll share links to helpful resources that include other common pathways. One note: at times in this video, we'll make reference to the TSI Canvas question bank. The TSI Canvas question bank is a selection of prompts to support your work on the canvas and help push exploration and thinking. It is included in the template, but will not be visually featured in this video. That said, all right, let's dive into the canvas. One thing you might immediately notice about the TSI Canvas is that the blocks for impact and business needs are prominently placed together. This reflects the tri-sector approach to innovation where impact and business are integral to solutions and business models. The seed of the idea for Coinstar, the coin-to-cash conversion kiosks in your supermarket, came from a desire to start a business with impact that answers one question. Nearly everyone has a container of coins sitting in their home with no simple way to use them. How might we help people more easily get value out of these coins? In P2 of the canvas, we think about who would benefit from solutions. It allows us to think beyond traditional customer segments and helps us identify other beneficiaries, people and organizations that may be feeling impact, have aligned interests, or might play a supporting role in the innovation. Some beneficiaries that immediately come to mind include consumers, by putting more money in their pocket, unbanked people, to increase accessibility of coin-to-cash conversion without requiring a bank, and even the federal government, increasing efficiency and circulation of coins. While thinking about beneficiaries, we identified impact for the federal government. So we'll add it to the impact need block now. When looking at P2, a prompt from the TSI Canvas question bank asks us to think beyond groups that are top of mind. And we recall that there are large nonprofit organizations that have historically raised funds through coin drives. An efficient way of collecting and counting widely distributed coin donations would be of great benefit to them. So we'll add nonprofits to the block. Moving to the next block, bottlenecks usually represent opportunity. In this block, we want to get more detailed about the opportunities and bottlenecks from the perspective of the beneficiaries. Why do people keep money sitting around? What benefit does this provide? What bottlenecks are there to converting coins to cash? We'll add some here. For example, the federal government. Despite their efforts, there are intermittent coin shortages that occur in various regions across the country. If you're including assumptions or thoughts that are not yet informed by research, be sure to note these in the assumptions area of the Canvas in block C5. In P4, we add what was heard from the community. Here, we are looking for needs and wants of people and organizations in the same community or adjacent to the beneficiaries. This is another way we explore impact and opportunity. Ideally, direct quotes from research are included here. Unfortunately, we don't have any actual quotes for this example, so we'll summarize what was heard and learned. Considering perspectives from each sector can reveal opportunities and resources. When we talk about sectors, we think of three sectors: private enterprises, the public sector, and social or nonprofit organizations. On the TSI Canvas, for any information, organization, or resource, we identify the sector. In P5, we add what we've heard from interviews and conversation with organizations from each sector. From the Federal Reserve, Coinstar founders learned that half the coins produced go missing, resulting in a low turnaround of coins into the economy. In the social sector, nonprofits discussed their needs related to fundraising and access to potential donors. They expressed a desire for solutions from other sectors that could help reduce logistical costs. As we continue to talk with beneficiaries, we can add those insights onto our Canvas and use that information to discover patterns and find opportunities and ideas. In P6, we'll add insights from the research, existing solutions, cultural or economic trends, and more. The popularity in Europe of self-service coin counting machines, combined with banks in the US withdrawing their coin counting services, looks like a promising idea and a market. So let's move over to the concept frame and add a first pass at a concept. This concept can be refined as we go, so we'll add this idea for now and start delving deeper. In C2, we'll capture the value delivered by this concept. It's helpful to refer back to the needs identified in the problem frame. Now that we have a concept and a clear idea of the value provided, let's jump to the tri-sector frame to explore existing resources that could be repurposed and self-interest that might be harnessed to support our idea for convenient, self-service coin counting kiosks. In T1, we'll capture existing resources we've uncovered and brainstorm some potential resources to explore further. It's common to return to this block as we continue to build out the canvas. We'll need resources to build these machines, manage the coins, and access to potential customers and early adopters. As well, we'll need to widely distribute kiosks in locations with foot traffic. In this next block, we'll identify organizations that have some of these resources or could play a role in this concept. Clearly, the Federal Reserve would have a key role by ordering and distributing coins, and a wide range of nonprofits with coin drives can help bring in consumers to try the kiosk. When we think about who else could play a role, let's consider potential channels or locations for these kiosks. They'll need to be in locations with high foot traffic and will need wide geographical distribution. Let's think about what organizations are already serving the customers and beneficiaries we identified in P2. Most people regularly visit supermarkets. They are widely distributed and are always looking to increase foot traffic. So, let's add the top 20 supermarkets to this block. Now let's briefly go back to the problem frame to add the supermarkets because we've just identified them as a beneficiary and we want to capture their needs. This again gives us more dots to connect. So we're adding supermarkets as a beneficiary in P2. We're adding some on-the-ground insights from the community around supermarkets in P4, and private sector specific needs supermarkets have in P5. Now let's take a look at self-interests. Alignment of self-interests is a powerful component of the trisector approach. It unlocks access to resources that can be repurposed and can strengthen the concept or model. In this block, we look at how the coin kiosk concept aligns with drivers and needs of organizations identified in T2. As a reminder, we use color to visually distinguish the sectors. This helps us see sector silos and connect dots across the frames and blocks. It also helps us see where we may or may not need to gather more input. Now that we see how pivotal supermarkets might be, let's update the concept and value blocks C1 and C2 with what we've learned as we built out the canvas. Moving down to C3, we'll outline how resources and orgs from each sector could factor into the concept. This might sound similar to what we've identified in the trisector frame because we're bringing it all together in C3. In this block, we'll have a crisp summary of how each sector will contribute to and benefit from this concept. For Coinstar, we see that private sector resources will be critical for ensuring accurate counting, secure distribution of coins, and ease of conversion to cash in supermarkets. The public sector produces and distributes coins. Increased recycling and circulation of coins helps to reduce their costs. Lastly, charitable organizations in the social sector can help introduce people to our product by having their donors use our kiosks to more effectively and efficiently process coin drive donations. We'll continue working our way down the concept frame. In C4, we identify what success might look like for this concept. A prompt on the question bank asks how the concept will scale, so we'll add some rough sense of scale. We'll wrap up this draft of the TSI Canvas by also capturing assumptions in C5 and factors that might complicate success in C6. Some of these may require validation or further research. We hope this video demonstrated one of the many ways you can use the TSI Canvas to innovate and the power of using a trisector approach. Here's a quick recap of what we did with the TSI Canvas. We developed a concept that meets business needs and has a positive impact. We created more value by expanding thinking beyond the traditional customer. We identified existing external resources that can be tapped to solve our business needs, such as distribution and finding customers. And we found self-interest that can be aligned and harnessed to strengthen the concept and the business model. Now that we have a concept outlined in the TSI Canvas, there are a number of possible next steps. You could start a new canvas to explore another idea. You could use our trisector equation tool to develop a detailed plan for aligning and harnessing self-interests. Or you could further develop the concept idea in a lean canvas, business model canvas, or any of your favorite strategy or innovation tools. You can find the Trisector Innovation Canvas and many more resources, including the example used in this video linked on the screen. We'd love to hear your feedback and questions. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.